Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to Changing Your Mind About South Park. This is Season 3, Episode 12, Hooked on Monkey Phonics. This episode is kind of bittersweet. It was the last episode that Mary Kay Bergman worked on. I believe it aired a day before her suicide, which is very sad. And I think the next couple episodes Matt and Trey had dedicated to her just because, you know, everything that had happened. And they even chose to not recast her quickly. They wanted to finish out the season and wait out of respect for her. They didn't want to just rush and be like, oh, we'll just throw someone in. They even talk about how they struggled to hire somebody because she could voice all the women. They had to hire multiple women to get what she could do. It's just very tragic.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna win the spelling bee. I never do.
This year's gonna be different. Look, I got you hooked on monkey phonics.
What the hell is hooked on monkey phonics?
My mom actually did get me hooked on phonics. I remember I had like a couple of like the sets, and then like she wouldn't do them with me. Like I just did them by myself. Like she'd be like, "Here you go, have fun, enjoy." But I remember vividly the boxes and the tapes, and honestly, like something about them was like a little bit like liminal. Like they were kind of like creepy to me. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they weren't like meant to be creepy, but they just felt very liminal.
Way to learn how to read and spell, and it comes with everything you need to help win that spelling bee. Put the cassette into a tape player. Welcome to Hooked on Monkey Phonics, Level 1. The monkey will help keep the beat. If your monkey arrived in the box dead, call 1-800-555-4500 to get a new monkey.
Whoa.
The learning monkey is here to say that reading is easy and it's okay. The chalk.
C-H. Chalk.
Good. Card 2. T-H. There.
T-H. There. Hey, this is easy. I'm gonna win the spelling bee for sure, man.
Welcome to the 15th annual South Park Spelling Bee. 12 of the brightest spellers from South Park Elementary.
Those are the 12
Kyle,
brightest
he's our man. If
spellers,
he
apparently.
can't win it, I'm out $50. You
They're
bet
even
money
betting
on
on
my
the
son
kids.
to win?
You're going down, bitch.
Shut up, fat ass. Everyone knows I can spell better than you.
Yeah, well, this year I have a secret weapon.
This year are the two homeschooled children, Rebecca and Mark Cotswolds.
What?
Homeschool kids? Who the hell are they?
Hey, that's not fair. You can't let homeschool kids into a public school spelling bee.
What's a homeschool kid?
I don't know, dude. I've never seen them before.
Go Mark! Go Rebecca! First contestant is Mark Cotswolds from Homeschool.
This episode, I do remember when I watched it earlier than I should, because I started watching South Park around 11 or 12. I was really young to be like watching South Park. I remember this was one of the episodes that first stuck out to me as one of my favorite episodes. I really liked Rebecca. I think the plot is like really funny and interesting. I feel like they now got their good story swing going on, and I know they talked about like through filming the movie that kind of taught them more story structure.
Your word is conscientious.
What the fuck does that mean?
May I have the definition, please?
Closely attentive to details. Careful.
And I don't know how
Conscientious.
getting the
Could you use it in
definition
a
of a
sentence,
word
please?
would help
Mary's
you spell it.
analysis
I
of
know
the
that they've
spreadsheet
always asked
was
that in spelling bees, but I
conscientious.
don't know why that would help.
N-S.
Holy crap!
Way to go, Mark. All right.
All right, Eric.
All right, Eric, here is
You
your
even
word.
got an easier word.
Chair. Chair.
Come on, Phonics Monkey, drum.
And he's wanting the monkey to do it for him.
Come on!
Eric, your word is chair.
Definition?
Definition.
Something you sit on.
Country of origin?
English.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Oh, for Christ's sake, kid, the word is chair.
G-H-A-R-E. Damn it, how come I get the hard one? Over here, you son of a bitch, Phonics Monkey!
Down to just 3 finalists.
So just
First up
Kyle
is
and Mark and
Swolds from
Rebecca.
Homeschool.
queen.
Littoral.
Littoral. Definition?
Having to do with a lake or ocean.
Littoral.
I think this is like her little
Gary
nervous
was
tick
most
to, like,
interested
keep
in the
herself calm.
littoral.
L-I-T-T-O-R-A-L.
Matt and Trey said that that was a parody of a little girl, because around the time they were showing a lot of spelling bee competitions on ESPN, and apparently there was a little girl who would she would say the letter into her hand before she would like let it out, so that was kind of like a little parody of that.
Wow.
All right, Rebecca. Good job, honey.
Broflovsky. Croxeldefific.
This is not a real word, so they're not having him spell a word that is real.
Definition?
Something which has a croxeldiff-like quality.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Certainly. Croxeldefific is a hard word to spell.
You can do it, kid.
Croxeldivic. C-R-O-X-E-L-D-I-V-I-C. Damn it!
You little bastard! You cost me $50! Why don't you run away and join the circus, you stupid little son of a...
You are truly South Park's finest.
South Park's finest right
Damn,
here.
dude, those homeschool kids are smart. Too bad they have the personalities of a wet dishcloth.
What's your name? What's in a name? Wow.
I love Rebecca
Oh, yes,
and
we
Kyle.
must do it
It's a
again.
cute
We've
ship.
never seen you before. Do you live in the woods or something?
Do you
No,
live in
I
the
live right
woods?
over there. I lived there all my life.
How come you don't go to school?
Because I'm homeschooled.
What's that?
My parents teach me, so I stay at home instead of going to school.
And I mean, it makes sense for like the time period that the boys are shocked. It's like, what do you mean you're homeschooled? Like, why don't you come to school? Because then I feel like it wasn't super popular for it to be homeschooled. But now it's like you're kind of being different if you want to send your kid to public school. Because I feel like the trend now, the popular thing is to homeschool your kids. And I'm not even saying that that's like a horrible thing, but I just think it's funny that now it's went from like you're almost weird if you go to public school, I think.
Stay at home all day, no school.
Right.
It was
Technically not no
such a miracle.
But it is
for me.
less, homeschool hours are less than regular school hours because a lot of regular public school was, so, you know, parents could drop their kids off and have something to do and kids could learn. But when you actually break down the amount that you learn at homeschool, like, I think it goes up by grade, but like in high school, like, you maybe have like 6 hours a day, but for kindergarten, you maybe only need like an hour of like actual instruction because developmentally they may not even be able to process stuff yet because they're just not there.
A new way of living, a chance to be free. Shut up,
Brings out
Cartman. You
the song.
shut up, butthole. You shut up, gaywad. You shut up.
Goodness, are you two enemies?
No, we're friends.
No, we're
Strange.
friends.
Would call each other names and fight.
What?
Papa,
Yes, Mark?
why can't I go to school with the other boys?
Son,
like the
public
worst thing.
schools are inefficient and dangerous.
But I want to play with the other children.
Mark, you have playtime. You get to play in the afternoons.
I just feel like I should go to public school to see what other little boys are like.
Public schools are no good. Your mother and I were both homeschooled, and we turned out much better because of it.
Please, Papa.
Papa.
All right, fine, Mark. You go ahead and go to public school. You can just find out for yourself how flawed and treacherous it is. Rebecca?
Heavens, no.
Thank God for that. At least my
She's the
daughter
good
will
little
remain
girl.
safe.
Hi. Is, Rebecca home?
Yes, she is.
Can I talk to her?
Oh, well, I suppose so. Rebecca!
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Hello?
Hello.
Well, that's all.
Nobody
A
has
little
any
boy
social
wanted to
skills.
see Rebecca.
Oh, no. I told you the spelling bee was a
I
bad
told
idea.
you that spelling bee
children
was a
won
bad
and they were
idea.
happy-
Now, his parents are very worried about his safety, so please don't be too cruel to him. Mark?
Oh, they put him in like the bubble. The boy in the bubble.
Hey, guys, what?
Now, who can tell me when Columbus sailed the seas and discovered America? Yes, Mark.
Hey, how come you never pick me?
Because you never know the right answer, but for brains. Yes, Mark.
The answer is 1492. However, the Americas had already been discovered by many before him, including the Vikings and the Native Americans.
It's kind of like pointing out, too, I know Matt and Trey had said in the commentary that in the spelling bees, it was like typically the homeschool kids would win them on the national ones, and how like homeschool kids typically seem to be smarter than their peers and know more book knowledge, but they argued that children need more than book knowledge. They need to learn social skills, they need to learn how to be together, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think the social skills part of education is just as important as knowing the book knowledge.
Ah, see, that's what I was gonna say.
Well, very impressive, Mark. You should be able to throw the grading curve and flunk all these little bastards.
Throw the curve.
Who can tell me what country Columbus was from? Put your hand down, Cream Puff.
That does it.
But see, even
don't know.
then, if he's his teacher and he's still like making fun of him for being fat, just realistically, that would absolutely suck.
I'm gonna go be homeschooled from now on. You don't want to be homeschooled, fat ass. I'm gonna be homeschooled and leave all the pain and suffering of public school behind me.
I wouldn't want to be homeschooled by
Yeah.
Leanne.
Please, God, let it be forever.
Let it be forever, he said.
Say, please hit me.
But if I say that, you'll hit me.
No, I'm gonna hit you if you don't say it. If you say please hit me, I won't hit you.
Please hit me.
All right.
Oh!
All right, let's try this again, Pep.
Dan
You seem
is
to like
very
that boy,
mean
yet
here.
hate him at the same time.
And I think
Hey, kid,
Butters is
get out of that
extra mean in this
hamster
episode,
Oh,
too.
best do what he says, homeschool kid. Well, this is our part of the playground.
And
see?
Butters is
And if you
typically the
don't
one
follow
that,
our
even if
rules,
everybody else is
well,
being
we're gonna
mean,
duct
he'll
tape
still
you
be
to
the
bench.
nice one.
Have a nice second half of the day, Dirto.
Matt and Trey talked about in the commentary that this was their whole core of South Park, like what it meant to them, about how around this time in the media, it was very much, oh, children are innocent and children are just so nice and full of purity and life, whereas Matt and Trey were like, well, our experience of remembering being kids is we were mean to each other, we cussed, we broke into stuff, and we had to learn through society how to not be crappy people. And I think that there is both sides to it. I think children can be innocent and not have like a lot of wisdom, but they also have to learn like, hey, little narcissist, you're not the center of the universe, okay? Like they need an adult to guide them, hence why there's parents and children. There's a hierarchy that does matter.
Oh, where could he be? He should have been home from public school by now. That must be him.
Walked home
son.
with the bench.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Mark,
Hi,
what
Mom.
have
Hi,
they
Dad.
done to you?
They duct taped me into a bench.
This is what happens at public schools.
But I want to go back tomorrow, Papa.
What?
Please, just give me one more day.
It looks like I need to have a little talk with those other boys' fathers.
Thinking of you,
Rebecca.
Don't know
What to do, Rebecca? To get to know you
better. So what do you say
We get together. You really are quite good looking, Rebecca.
Rebecca, you're really quite good looking. You're a fox.
Love that Kyle was like so romantic. Like even though they're in elementary school, I think they're in 3rd grade still. He got his little guitar. He made a song for her, and then he played it outside her window. That's really, really sweet. And she throws money at him. And he's like, oh.
Good evening, gentlemen. My son Mark was beat up in school today by your sons. I think it would be appropriate for you to talk with your sons and instruct them to no longer tease or bother my boy.
I will say, I agree with him. I think if we're being realistic and not the funny side of things, if your child is being bullied and it comes down to it that it can't be handled at the school, like, yeah, talk to the other parents. And I know that may not work because you're going to have the parents that are bullies themselves, like you're going to see here, but I do agree with him. I think there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I don't like this. Can you please stop?
We can't completely control what our kids do socially. That's for them to figure out on their own. Well, obviously they need to be coached a little better.
I understand what Randy's saying too. Like, oh, well, we can't be with our kids like every second of every day and we can't entirely control everything our children do. That's 180% true. But your children learn by watching you. And I remember hearing somewhere, your children learn more from watching you than what you will ever teach them. And I think that's true. I think what you model to your kids and the way you talk about other people, they pick up on that. And that's how they're going to talk about themselves and other people based on how you talk. Even if you're telling them, oh, don't do this, don't do that. If you're turning around and doing that, they're still going to copy you.
Your son has been harassing my little girl. I would like you to tell him to stop.
Hey, my son is just discovering love. Maybe your daughter is too. They need to know about that stuff.
They're
Hello?
discovering
My girl
love.
is 8 years
They
old.
are in
What does she
3rd
need to
grade.
know about love?
Like, but I remember
Something.
I started having crushes in elementary school. So I feel like this is around the age when kids do start developing harmless crushes that shouldn't be like big serious relationships because they're young kids, but there's nothing wrong with like having like crushes at the age.
I will not tell you how to raise your children, and you will not tell me how to raise mine.
You want a beer or something, Cotswell?
No, I don't drink beer.
You what?
They do
See,
even
Cotswell-
try and offer him to drink with them even after all that, even after he came in and be like, hey, I don't like the way you're parenting your kids. They're like, hey, do you want to drink with us? But then they mock him for not wanting the same drink that they do.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, see ya.
Not only
Can't
do they
even get her
mock
to
him,
understand.
they
It's like
treat
she's
him
from another planet.
the
And I sit here with-
exact same way that the kids treat the homeschooled kids. So we know where they learned it from.
The dance. I can ask Rebecca to go to the dance.
Dude, what happened to you? You're a total wuss now.
Why do you call Kyle names and laugh at him? Is he not your friend?
Yeah, dude, but guys just do that. We rip on each other and stuff.
And I feel like this was something that is still hard for me at times. I even remember going over to my friend's house if their parents act differently than how mine did, of like teasing each other more or whatever it may be. I'd be like, oh, like, do you guys like really even like each other? And sometimes it is unseen like bullying and toxicity in the family, but sometimes it is just like that's just how they interact and like that's how people talk to each other.
It's like you have to mark your territory as a boy. You have to socially find your place.
What? Enjoy your lunch, nerdo?
Ah, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me.
Dude, you don't say that.
Huh?
That kid's having a hard time adjusting to public school.
Yeah, I wonder how Carmen's doing with his homeschool.
Technically, Cartman should still be learning.
Hon, are you ready for some math problems?
Not right this second, Mother. Put them there by
She
the
is
door.
at least
Oh,
trying
all
to
right.
get him to do his
Yes,
homework.
hon.
But she's too passive. Oh, here's some math problems. Let's do them. And he's like, no, just lay him over there. Instead of her being the parent, because once again, he is a 3rd grader. She's like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm going to go off and do whatever I want to do then, because I really don't care about your education. I just know that I needed to come in here and say that I cared. Even though Leanne plays to be nice, like, I'm coming to learn that she's actually being portrayed as a very neglectful mother. Not saying that she doesn't love him, but she kind of doesn't take on, like, the role of parenting anytime that gets tough in the earlier seasons, because I know later she starts kind of getting fed up with him, but in the earlier seasons, she's kind of just like, all right, whatever. And then we see she kind of pays for it by just letting him do whatever.
Sure, hon.
It homeschooling rules.
Yay! Oh, hello. Oh, Rebecca, there's this dance, see, at the school. And, hey, would you like to come up to my room? Huh?
Oh, wow.
Would you like to come up to my room? Okay.
She's going,
Yeah.
We have to pull you out of public school.
Oh, Papa. Can I at least go to the dance tomorrow?
He
Go, but I'll be
likes
there to
public
supervise.
school. I think by the end of the
Mark,
episode, he's
where's
like,
your
nah, I
sister?
hate it. Get me
She's
away from
upstairs
these
playing
idiots.
doctor with that Kyle boy.
Oh, all right.
What?
Rebecca!
Rebecca, don't.
Hearing your child is upstairs playing doctor with a boy can be quite frightening to you. But she is legitimately playing doctor with
I have
him.
to extirpate a lesion in his cerebral cortex or risk infection to the synaptic responses.
All right, Rebecca. But it's time to start your homeschooling.
There's this dance, see? The South Park Elementary Bay of Pigs Memorial Dance. All right, I guess I'll go. You will? I guess. Are you gonna go? Maybe I'll see you there. No, I mean, go with me. Oh, I'm sure Father will give me a ride.
Your father will give me a ride.
Eric, I got you a new history textbook. Why don't you come downstairs?
Not right now, Mom.
Eric, please, we have to do some studying today.
I am studying, Mom. I'm learning with the
you
Phonics
need
monkey.
to do education.
Fat ass, how's homeschooling going?
And she still isn't checking up. She's like, all right,
Well,
whatever.
get your
I
ass
guess
out of bed.
I'm
We have to go deal with that homeschool kid. Can't. I'm too tired. Maybe tomorrow. The big dance is tomorrow, and all the guys are gonna duct tape him to a flagpole. That sounds cool. Maybe I'll go to
That
that.
sounds cute. Oh, the monkeys go bad.
No, Phonics monkey!
Oh, wow.
No, Phonics monkey! That's a bad Phonics monkey!
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God! Phonics monkey killed Kenny. You're damn straight he did.
Yeah, I knew these hooked on phonics couldn't be
You
that
got my
good.
note?
They killed
Of course
Kenny.
you taped it to my dog. How could I not see it?
You
can
taped
we
it to my
sit
dog.
down?
How could I
Why
not see it?
Isn't Papa's...
A lot of this next scene and most of Rebecca and Kyle's relationship in this episode is based on the Star episode Flicker of Light, and it's where Captain Kirk also talks to a sheltered girl about love, and kind of the same situation here of just like, he likes her, he has a crush on her, but she's not really getting it because she's very sheltered.
Beautiful. He worked so hard on it. Rebecca, don't you ever look at the town? That flicker of light over there? I have looked at it. Well, that's a public school, and in it there are children, just like us. How can children go to school on a flicker of light?
On
From
a
public
flicker of
school,
light.
your house is just a flicker of light. All you do is stay in your house and study. What else would one do?
What else would one do?
And what is love? Is the most important thing on earth. When boys and girls feel love, they kiss. What means kiss? They put
I
their
think it's
lips
interesting
together.
that Kyle is
Oh,
so
you mean a
romantic in
mate?
this
And it is
relationship,
time to
or in
increase
this
the herd. My
episode,
provider will
because
select
in the
one
rest
for
of the
me.
series, it's
Rebecca,
usually either
in
Kenny
public
or
school,
Stan.
select our own mate. In public school, men and women get together, make each other happy. Certainly come from a silly place.
Certainly a silly
Still,
place.
I should like to try this. Kiss.
This kiss.
So I could write about it.
So I could write about it.
How do we do it? Look it up? No,
we
I
look it
think
up?
it's just something you have to try a few times until
It's
you
something you
get
just
it
try a
right.
few times. This is like really like legitimately cute. Like I get that they're kids, but it's really just kind
Wow.
of cute.
Wow, that was fun.
And then
Does
she
that mean
loves
you
it.
go to the dance? You bet your sweet ass I will. We gotta go buy us some more duct tape.
Hooray!
More duct tape.
All right, here's the plan. All we gotta do is volunteer to chaperone the dance tomorrow.
Why do
They're
we want
planning
all
to do the same thing
chaperone
as
the
their
dance?
sons because they pretty
Because
much taught their
Cotswolds
sons
is
to be
gonna
just like
be there.
them.
We all grab them, bring them out here, and duct tape
Grab
them to
him,
the flag.
bring
The
him outta
flagpole.
here.
That's great. Come on, we gotta buy more duct tape. Dude, we're gonna go duct tape that Mark kid to the bleachers. You wanna help?
I have to wait
You
for
wanna
Rebecca
help?
to show up.
No, I'm gonna
Oh,
date
brother.
his
Don't you
sister.
owe brother
I think it
me.
would
She's
ruin
the woman of
something
my
if I
dreams.
duct
You
taped
suck
him to
now,
the
Kyle.
bleachers.
This year we have a very special guest performing the South Park Elementary Bay of Pigs Memorial Dance. He was a musical force in the 70s and 80s. Ronnie James Dio!
Woo!
You ready to rock, boys
I do
and
like
girls?
this song.
Sure, I guess.
Sure, I
Let's
guess.
hit it! I know you all remember this one. It's off my first solo album. Song that you all helped me make #1.
I like that Wendy's just like dancing back and
Hey,
forth.
there
And I mean,
he
I
is.
guess
There's the
Baby too.
homeschool kid. Let's go duct tape him to the flagpole.
Heidi's in the
Hey, isn't
background
that the
too.
homeschool kid's sister? Hi, guys.
Oh wow.
Holy cow.
So Butters clearly gets kissed there by Rebecca. And we know in Butter's Bottom Bitch, which is an episode that appears later, Butter claims in that episode that he has never been kissed by a girl. So either he forgot, obviously it's probably just retcon. But yeah, so Butters has been kissed before, but in the Butter's Bottom Bitch episode, that was technically his first kiss.
Hey, baby, come see me later, Kate.
What the damn, baby?
I wanna go make out. Rebecca, what the devil are you doing? I'm having fun, Mark. Oh, goodness. You're out of control.
goodness.
You did this to my sister. All I did was show her how to... You made my sister into a slut. I'll kill you. Ah! I'm gonna whip your bitch ass. I'm not through with you, bitch.
Hey, you're pretty cool, Mark.
You're pretty cool,
that was
Mark.
real badass
Now
how
he's
you
got some
stood up for your
street
sister.
cred,
I'd have
'cause
kicked
he
Kyle's
beat up
bitch ass,
Kyle.
too.
Wanna go have some cake with me, Mark?
No, he's my friend.
He's like, yeah.
They've got to be here somewhere.
There's Cotswolds.
Come on, let's duct tape him to the flagpole.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Calm down, Papa. You
Crochet
see, I've learned something today. Public schools may be a bit lacking in education, but it's the main place where children learn all of their social skills. You can't teach a child social skills. They have to learn them themselves. And the only place to do that is on the playground, in the cafeteria, and so on. That's what happened to your daughter. You tried so hard to keep her from anything sexual, and now look at her. She's a goddamn whore, Papa.
She's a damned whore, Papa. But yeah, I do agree with that. I think that, you know, you can't shelter children too much, because then when they do get their first taste of freedom, they'll be like, oh, mom and dad never educated me on why all this stuff is bad, and it's fun, so I'm just gonna go run and do it. I think that the better approach is to talk to people honestly and be like, look, hey, it might feel good in the moment, but after the fact, but afterwards, like the aftermath, like, you gotta think about more than just, like, what's the most fun, exciting thing in the moment. And I think that when you shelter kids and you just tell them, like, oh, everything's bad, when they are on their own and they find out for themselves that everything's not truly, truly so bad, like, I think that is confusing. Because they're like, oh, everything my parents said was completely wrong. When, really, it's like they had some merit to it, but they didn't do the explaining part, and I feel like that was the missing element, the explaining why.
I know letting your kids out into the world is scary. I know you wish nothing bad would ever happen to us, but bad things will happen, and we have to start learning now how to deal with those things.
Mark, you're absolutely right.
And it's hard.
Okay, Joe.
Because, like, as a parent, like, I don't want my daughter to have to go through anything hard. And, I mean, since she's so young, she's only 2, you know, so, like, I am protecting her from a lot, but, like, when it is for her in like, social situations in school, like, you know, she may have a bully, you know, like, I'll work with her through that. You know, we can't protect our children from everything. We can only give them the coping skills to be the best that they can be.
If it's what you want, you can start going to public school.
All right! Nice speech, Nerdo.
Thanks, K-Wad.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Well, come on, guys. We
Panels
still
of the
have someone to
jacket. This
duct
one
tape
still
to the
needs-
flagpole. Hooray!
What?
Hold it down. Oh, and the monkeys playing too. Alright, thank you guys for watching that episode with me. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you next time.